The Silverado gives you next to no information about your truck. I'm coming from a Ram. I know, mistakes were made. But the Ram gave me everything. Trans temp, like every little detail I wanted to know. So it kind of pissed me off that the Silverado didn't have everything I wanted to see. And yeah, like you can put up like oil temp and coolant, and def is on a different freaking setup because it's on a different whatever. Gauges, Banks gauges. That's what I'm doing. We're getting all the info, all the details. And I got the dual podcaster because one's just not good enough. Let's install it. Today's video is brought to you by Lethal Garage Synthetics. If you guys didn't know, I've been an Amsoil dealer for over 6 years and personally run Amsoil products in my car, from engine oil, trans fluid, rear gear, brake fluid, etc. Have it all, even their coolant. And if you guys are looking to change your oil or change any of the fluids in your car and want to look for the best product available, hit the link down below in the description. You can sign up as a preferred customer, save 25% off on all of your orders, and on top of that, you can get free shipping. So check it out, hit the link below, and let's get to the video. So for you Camaro guys that are out there, yes, these are the bank gauges. But if you wanted to run these bank gauges in your 6th gen Camaro, you could do that too. You just have to go to Aeroforce Gauge and get their pod cluster that mounts into that little defrost vent thing, still functional. And these gauges will slide right on into their setup. And I honestly think the bank gauges are better than the Aeroforce ones. So for this install, initially, we have to get up in here and pop this cover off. I'm just using a small flathead screwdriver, just comes right out. We got to pull this bolt off, and we also have to run cables. So it is an ODB plug, so we want it to look as clean as possible. So I'm thinking this whole thing kind of has to come down so that way we can get the cable out. And luckily, and we'll have Kyle come around when we get to there, but this side panel just pops off right here. So we have full access to how we're going to run these cables down, make it look super clean and nice. But it's a super simple project. Like seriously, if you guys have never done any modifications to your truck, this is, I don't know, 4 of 10. The only thing that you're gonna have to be careful of is we do have an airbag up in here. So something that we have to be mindful of. And again, this thing's only held on with 2 bolts. Looks like that's a 10. So we'll get the right tools, pull that off, drop this down, and we'll walk you through how to do that so you don't have to worry about deploying an airbag prematurely. So if it's a GM in all their normal glory, a simple body tool, it probably has plastic clips with little metal mounts. Hello. Probably never get that back in there. But yeah, just a little one single metal clip, which is normal, going into, where are you? Oh, just right there, the metal, not even. So the big reason why they want you to do that is and I didn't mention this earlier, but we got to drill a hole for the wires to go through. So outside of that, they do provide you a step bit. They do provide you the new bolt that's going to be threaded through here, through the Banks pod cluster. Now keep in mind they have the single and the dual. This is the dual. And this should thread, yep, right into there. God, this bolt seems so freaking long. Yeah, I guess it's going through a thick part. So there's really not that much thread sticking out. But that's gonna be fun to tighten. There's not really instructions for this. So let's just poke. Oh yeah, it is kind of a tight bit. Or do this right outside the truck.
Do it right on the leather.
Do it right on the leather seat. I have a feeling we could probably get away with it, like right here. Oh yeah. Ooh, that's thick.
big of a hole do you want?
Well, it's got to be big enough to pass all of those through. That's good. I mean, you're never going to see it. Might as well go, you know, go bigger than smaller.
I thought you were going to say go big or go home and turn around.
Just, I mean, so that's really it. That's all we got to do. Oh, I guess you want to come around here and we'll. So this panel here is going to be where we need to remove, and this should be the last panel we should have to remove for this install, I think. I'm going to get in here, get that. Again, these are usually held in place with just these plastic push clips. Oh yeah. But that'll give us access in here, and I think we'll be able to, yeah, it looks like we'll be able to run the cable. Fine. Where's our OD? It's right here. Oh, it does fit. Nice. So there's a little metal hole right there. Oh, it's the wrong way. That's not cool. So obviously these gauges is going to make use of the ODB port. They do make Y splitters and stuff like that for those of you running like amp steps, anything like that. So those can still be functional. But outside of that, it's really getting the wire up. I think we can just tuck that right in there. And then I guess now we're just, well, that's a lot of cable. We're gonna figure out how much we need before we can kind of snap everything back in place. My guess, I don't want to mess with anything around the airbag. So, wait, did I do that backward? I drilled the wrong one. Didn't, oh no, I didn't.
No.
So, get you kind of started. Actually, do you want to get back on the other side? So you can just grab onto this handle and force that back into position. And then under in here, you're just wrapping around. Look at that. Would you look at that?
Toy like a tiger.
Okay, so I guess I could just mount the thing, right? That ain't going anywhere.
Oh, it's official now.
So I guess you're gonna have an extra screw now. Oh crap. Did I make sure the airbag was out of the way? Yes. It's not there. We're gonna have to do battery swap. Now, for those of you who have a gray interior truck, I think they all are. Don't know if they make it. Wait,
No.
I think some are black.
The Ultimates are black.
You're talking Denali, bro.
That's what I'm talking about.
So High Country?
This also fits the Denali dog.
Oh, well, that's true. You're right. Again. I know. I'm just giving it to you today.
Did you make the paint to make that match?
No, that one didn't go there. Oh, this one daisy chains off that. I forgot how that went.
8%.
So I don't remember which. I think that fur one was the top. So
Does that one have 2 plugs in it, like this?
they both do.
Okay, then you have 2 masters.
Correct. So this is if you daisy chain another one of these. So if you have 3 gauges. This one's gonna go down to that one. I wonder if I can just, we'll too late to tuck that in there now. It's so nice having like a really solid mount versus like the Camaros. It's all loose and so you turn them on. It already works. Probably regret doing that because now I won't be able to get this one in. So I'm gonna, well, I should highlight I messed around with these and kind of set them up how I wanted. Why can't I plug this in? Am I going the wrong way? No, that's right. Oh, because I'm an idiot. I'm trying to plug the 6 and the 4. Yeah, don't be me. Let's see. I gotta force that back up there. My OCD is gonna. That's. Is this one? Oh! Nice. I tightened it. Taut like a tiger. Freaking mic. Oh. It's easy as that. It's not even hard.
You got chopped in.
So install on the gauges, pretty straightforward. Let's go. Oh God, my alignment standing outside the truck was terrible. They're like at, my OCD is gonna drive me nuts. So now it really comes down to setting up the gauges to how you want them to read. And it's pretty straightforward. So you got a main menu, that's what this arrow button's for. And then you just have a ton of options. So they have like pre-set up stuff. You can go into alerts, and if you're interested in the logging, there's so much more that these will do that I'm never gonna use. But if you wanna get to the actual gauges, so you have the layout, so you can set it for 2 all the way down, I think it's 8 gauges. So I have it set, at least I don't know what I have this one set at. This one's set at 7. So I have this one set at 7 and the bottom one is set at 7. But you can see your boost PSI and your turbo. So I'm obviously it's going to be different depending on what truck you have. I have the 3.0 diesel, so I could see my ECT, which is good to see. Your, I mean, the load, I don't know what torque percent, like I don't know what that's actually going to be. I could see if my regen is on or off down here. I have my speed also set just in case. It should be the same, like, because it's pulling from the same data that your dash is pulling from. Your def level, mine's actually pretty low. My fuel level, which is pretty low right now. But overall, you can go into these gauges and really change and have it output whatever data you want. That's the bank gauges. I think they look really good. They give a ton of information, probably way more information than I need. I don't know why I splurged for the 2, but why not? I think it just looks cooler. Whatever, you know, it's just money. Can't take it with you. But you know, Banks gauges, simple install. You get all the data points that you're missing from the current dash. Like you can see right now, like I have coolant temp, my fuel, battery, and oil temp. And that is the maximum setting that you can get. And you have to like scroll up and down for, where is it? Where's my def? Yeah, there's the def fluid reading and all that stuff. So now I can have it all up here, and I can actually clear this up and actually clean up the look of my dash now that I have those gauges in place. So that's that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks for checking out this video. Obviously, this is still a new truck to me, so there's tons of Silverado content coming. For those of you guys who are part of the channel watching for Camaro stuff, still tons of Camaro stuff coming, I promise. 6th gen and 2nd gen, but maybe even 1st gen here pretty soon. So we'll see. Until next time, guys. See you on the road.